You are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.
How about this, Ty? This was the one. We talked about it. It could have been the main event. We were right. Could you imagine if the night had finished on this? This would have been insane. Max Holloway knocks out Justin Gaethje out cold, flat out cold, with 1 second left on the clock. They point at the ground. Max says, "Let's do it." Justin, of course, is going to oblige them. They stand there. They fucking throw hands for a good 10 seconds before a overhand right lands on the chin of Justin Gaethje, and he goes to sleep. Max Holloway was just all around better than Justin Gaethje on Saturday night. It really wasn't all that close. I was shocked by this. I really was. I mean, I think both of us were. We both had Gaethje TKO. We thought, I think me and you both put a little bit too much stock in that Poirier fight from all those years ago, and we didn't account for the fact that Holloway was going to make the adjustments going up to 55 this time that he didn't make the last time. I mean, he looked stronger, he looked bigger, he looked fast. He just looked like a whole new Max in there, and Justin Gaethje just looked like, as slow and just, compared to Max Holloway, the guy going up always seemingly has the speed advantage, but he was just beating him to the punch the whole time. The only thing Gaethje was really able to consistently get out on offense was those thunderous leg kicks, and they really did start to add up. It's just, I don't think he threw him enough, and I mean, not that he really could, because he got his nose broken at the end of that first round off like a freakish, it was like a spinning back kick, but the way the kick landed, it landed just like his heel hit his nose, like right on the bridge of the nose, cracked his nose, and the fight was just never the same after that. But Max Holloway and his team, they were ready to go. They had them spinning back kicks the whole time. Every time he did it, Gaethje ducked into them. And Gaethje, that's just a hole in his game.
Every single time.
It was that they exposed, and there was really nothing they could do about it in the fight. And I'm sure Trevor Whitman was over there smiling as he got knocked out, because he's smiling every time they show him on camera. But what a moment, all time. Just, you'll never forget that. You'll never forget where you were. You'll never forget watching that. They'll play this on highlight reels for millenniums to come. And Max Holloway gets $600,000 off that knockout. What a moment, dude.
Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, the craziest part is just the output and the accuracy that he lands at. 309 attempted strikes, 181 landed, 58%, which is insane in such a high volume fight against such an elite striker, one of the best strikers in UFC history, pound for pound. And he just ups his volume as the rounds go on. They didn't credit Gaethje for a knockdown. I think they should have in that, was the fourth, right?
Yeah.
But, whatever. I don't know. I guess they count a knockdown as you have to knock somebody down and then either they're out or you assert some kind of ground position, which I mean,
that's
if
weird.
you get knocked down, you're knocked down.
The man landed on his butt.
Yeah, it's not the same as boxing knockdowns, which it's just dumb, I think. But
I agree.
Yeah, man, everybody counted Max out, including myself, especially myself. As soon as this fight was made, I'm like, yeah, he's done. He doesn't stand a chance. Dustin's just a different fighter than Justin. So, they prepared different. He's made some changes, like you said, some improvements. I think I heard somebody say he made a brief or a minor change in camp, like with a sparring partner or a trainer or a coach or something minor. Obviously, it worked. His corner went absolutely insane. You don't even hear much about his corner. He's not with, Extreme Couture or Kill Cliff or any of these big gyms. He's with the same guys he's been with forever, and he keeps making improvements. Now he's putting people out. And he's just, to put it all on the line like that, I mean, Justin could have easily cracked him.
Yeah.
And he could have went to sleep, and he didn't care. Also has that steel chin. That's just, I'm at the point now where I'm not gonna believe it until I see it. Except Taporia, I'm gonna have to take Taporia knockout. But even then, I'm like, he might have to start wrestling a little bit. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be able to put Max out. I don't know if anybody can put Max out. Eventually, maybe it'll happen. But what a fighter! What a fighter! I kind of want to see him at 155 to stay around. But also, him and Taporia is gonna be an absolute banger.
Yeah, that seems like that's what's next. I think Max could hang out at 55. I just don't think he's going to beat Islam or anything like that. So it's just kind of, what would be the point? Maybe for another defense of that BMF belt at some point down the road, might be the move. Maybe do him and Connor if you really want, because that would be perfect. Run that back. That would be an awesome fight. The build-up would be incredible. Two just superstars of the game. maybe you do that down the road. But I agree. Him and Topuria next. He doesn't really care where it's going to be. Topuria, your boy looked a little shook after watching that knockout happen. I don't think he really is in love with the idea of having to fight Max Holloway. But I don't think he's gonna be.
He's talking shit though.
He is, and I don't think it's a matchup where he's gonna feel like he's up against it or something. I think he's gonna be the I think he is the favorite in the odds or in the sports books. I think it's gonna be an awesome fight. I think like you said, I think at some point he's gonna have to try to implement that wrestling. But this might be a nice little boxing match that we get at 145 for the title, and. I mean, who knows? It's gonna be awesome. I hope it is. I hope it's in front of a stadium in Spain in September or whenever they want to do it. Max Holloway has shown himself that he's next. There's no, because I remember when Topuria won it, there was like nobody really at 45 excites me. Nobody this or that. There's nothing can be disputed now. And I don't know. I guess Holloway's gonna have to drop all that weight again. So maybe that could be a factor. With. He's
going to sleep.
Thinning himself out, and then maybe he would go to sleep. So. Yeah, I know you're that's your boy. So
I'm all in.
Yeah, you're all in. But what a moment! What a just all time just night. And this is the thing you'll remember when you look back at UFC 300. It'll be damn. Remember when Max Holloway put Justin Gaethje the fuck out? That was crazy, and that's kind of what we watched the UFC for. That was awesome. But
you are now listening to the Hot Take Hot Box.